Welcome to Chamber Chats, a weekly series by the West Monroe West Ouachita Chamber of Commerce highlighting our valued members. As always, find out more about the Chamber and our members online at westmonroechamber.org. Special thanks to our Season 2 title sponsor, Ouachita Valley Federal Credit Union. And now, this week's episode of Chamber Chats.
Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Chamber Chats filmed here at West Monroe Chamber. I'm so excited to have our female champion for 2024 and our neighbor, literally neighborhood vet, Dr. Keri.
It's so good to be here.
Well,
thank you
so
for
much.
having me.
So many exciting things happening, but first of all, let's reflect for a moment. You just won an award with us as female champion. Tell us a little bit about how that made you feel and maybe highlight what you've been up to.
It made me feel so honored just to be nominated and recognized in the community. I think we have a wonderful chamber here. I love all of you.
Well, thank you.
And I think y'all do an amazing job spotlighting members of the community.
Sure.
And, you know, you never do anything for the recognition, but
That's
it's so nice to be recognized, just to know that people know who you are and you're out there doing things. And that was the whole event was just so great. And I love all the networking and meeting people and seeing the wonderful people we have in this community. I mean, like I felt just honored to be among all the people who were nominated and the winners.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your background. You're originally from South Louisiana and you came up here. So tell us a little bit about that.
I'm originally from Donaldsonville.
Yeah.
And
we can hear it in your voice.
A little bit. It used to be a lot stronger, but and now it comes out when in heated debates.
In
sometimes.
heated debates.
I'm
okay,
told,
that's a nice way to say
told.
Okay.
But I came up here in 2001 to work at the local emergency clinic at that time. I did that for 10 years, and then I went into regular practice for 10 years. And in 2022, I decided to open my own clinic, of course, across the street,
literally
neighborhood vet.
In our neighborhood vet.
That has just gone so well.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not be more blessed than I am. I have, great staff, just a wonderful clientele, and we're growing daily. And so, I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
And now the latest,
a
new big
chapter.
Adventure, new chapter.
Yeah.
I have partnered up with 3 other female veterinarians in town.
Speaking of female champions.
So we're got a bunch of champions on this on this venture. We are opening the Premier Pet Emergency Clinic. It actually is going to launch tomorrow night.
Okay.
So,
tell us about the focus and where is that new clinic?
So the new clinic is located at 2024 Forsyth Avenue in Monroe. But it's going to serve Ouachita Parish, South Arkansas, Northeast Louisiana as a whole. We are going to provide after-hours emergency care and continuity of care. So if you have one of your pets that's needing to be hospitalized, and of course, the regular veterinarians are not in the clinic at night and on the weekends.
Right.
You can now have your pet transferred over there for a continuity of care at night and on the weekends. So we will have Saturday morning coverage, which our area has lacked for a long time.
It always seems like with children and pets, it's going to happen in the night or when it's not accessible to go to a clinic or something, right?
Nothing ever happens conveniently on emergency.
Right. So that'll just be open, or you'd have to make an appointment, or
it's going to be open.
Wow.
It's going to be open. We will open at 5:30 at night, close at 7 o'clock in the morning, and of course on Friday nights when we open at 5:30, we will stay open until Monday morning at 7.
And you and the other vets are taking turns of who's covering the facility?
We are. We have 2 full-time veterinarians, Dr. Kelsey Stokes and Dr. Sydney Copeland.
Got it.
They are going to take the majority of the weeknights, and then our other 2 owners, myself and Dr. Laura Little, will be filling in, and then we have some relief veterinarians that are going to also help to fill it's a lot of time to cover when you think about, you're open almost 15 hours at night, and then a weekend is
a lot.
Over 48 hours on the weekend. So it's a lot of time to cover for just 2 people. So we'll have some relief vets. But I think as a whole, the community will be very happy with the staff. We're going to have a full-time staff. We're not, our employees are going to be full-time dedicated to working nights and weekends.
So tell a little bit about, what would qualify to go to an emergency clinic? Obviously a broken bone or something, but what should I be looking for in my animal that would say, okay, now it's time to seek emergency medical.
So I always say if an owner perceives it as an emergency, then it's an emergency.
Okay.
But in the grand scheme of things, the actual true, life-threatening emergencies, they're not going to take up the majority of the hours over there. But, you're going to have vomiting, diarrhea.
Yeah.
Of course, the worst ones, hit by cars, and the traumatic things, dog fights.
Right.
Of course, summertime heat strokes.
Yeah.
Those big things. But then you also have, hey, my dog's been itching or his ear's been hurting, and it's Friday, and I really don't want to see this go on until Monday. We got you covered on that too. So it doesn't have to technically be a all-out tragic emergency to be seen. We're going to cover the little things too.
I like how you said that because that's my little child, my little furry child.
Exactly.
And so we probably are the best barometer of knowing what's abnormal.
That's right. I always say if an owner tells you there's something wrong, you better look for it, because you know them better than we do. You see them every day, and you know when there's something not right.
That's right. So, that's right.
So if it's an emergency to you, it's an emergency
qualifies.
to us.
That's right. Well, how would people find out more about your clinic or also the new emergency clinic?
I have a Facebook page, website, yourneighborhoodvet.com.
Okay.
Premier Pet also has a Facebook page and a website as well, Premier Pet Emergency Clinic.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for visiting with us. Congratulations on your award. And we look forward to any time that we can partner with you.
I'm right across the street.
Literally
when you need
across
something,
the
just yell out the door.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Chamber Chats with our great neighbor down the road, Dr. Keri. Join us next time as we highlight other members and board members.
Thank you so much. Y'all are great.